Good evening. Good evening. I'm going live on Instagram. Just 1 second. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to yoga this evening. I'm going live on Instagram. So just 1 second. All right. And we're going live on Instagram. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let's see how that looks. Good evening. It's so bright outside. I think that's good. Adjusting the light in here. All right, perfecto. Okay, did I squeeze out too much light? I think that's good. All right, so you guys can see me. Hi, everyone. Okay, we're going to start here in a second. Okay, that is perfect. Good evening, everyone. My name is Allison. I'm with Sunflower Collective Yoga Outdoors. Sunflower Collective Yoga. I'm with Sunflower Collective Outdoors. So, good evening. Welcome to yoga class tonight. I appreciate you joining me. Please, this stream is on Instagram as well as YouTube Live. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. And also you follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, share the stream. Tonight's class is minimum daily requirements, so we'll get that breath moving, we'll get ourselves moving, practice some in-between poses. Please do check my schedule on YouTube. I do schedule my classes. You can also, on my Instagram, you can see my website or my link to my meetup.com page. I also post all my classes and all my offerings on there. So I appreciate you joining this evening. Like and subscribe. My name is Allison. So we're going to move through a yoga flow. And let's just get started. Let's meet at the top of the mat. So at the top of the mat, we're going to take our hands to heart center. And we're just going to release. So we're going to stretch our arms all the way up. And release it all the way around. Back to heart center. We're going to do this a couple times. Up. And release those arms wide, back together. And we're going to keep our breath going as we do this. So breathe in. Release out. Breathe in. Release out. One more time. Hands to heart center. Nice. Take your arms up. And we're taking our right hand, grab our left wrist, and just pull to the right side. Light pull. And then come up straight. And then take the left hand and get around the right wrist and pull to the left. And lift up. Nice. Release down and just twist it out. Nice. Okay, so we're going to jump right into our sun salutation. So at the top of the mat, we're going to meet. And let's take our arms up again and release them down and around. Back to heart center. And remember, the breath is always the consistent. Sun A, arms go on up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. Remember, you can always come down onto your knees when you're doing your vinyasa. Whatever is comfortable for you. Have your knees bent right here. Keep breathing. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Arms up. Fold. Come up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back. Vinyasa. So you can take your knees down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees right here. Remember, you can stay still. Or maybe you want to get some movement right here. Whatever you do, keep breathing. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Arms going up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. And take those arms on up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Maybe you're stretching out opposite sides this time. Three-legged dog. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Nice. And last sun A. Arms go on up. And fold. Up halfway. And fold. Step back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Maybe you do any extra movement you want right here. Couple more breaths. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Nice. Nice job through that breath. Remember, the breath is the consistent. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. I cannot say that enough. At the top of the mat, we're going to jump into our sun bees. Hands to heart center. Arms going up. Get a nice little back bend right here. You can look back with your eyes and fold into, and after you come and look from the back, chair pose. So sit in that chair. You can have any level of chair that you need to, and fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This time we're doing sun A. So take your right foot forward. Remember, right knee towards the right corner of the mat. Arms going up. Warrior one. Back foot's at 45 degrees. And hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. And release those hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 5 breaths right here. Five breaths. Keep breathing. Two. And come back to neutral. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Come on into chair pose. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. And step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side. Warrior one. We're just flowing right through everything. Hands down, vinyasa. Keep that breath going. Nice left side. Warrior one. And hands down. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And right here we can practice our dolphin. So you can take both your arms down. Dolphin. This is dolphin right here. Keep that breathing going. That heat is building. Keep that internal fire lit up. Keep breathing. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Rise into chair pose. And fold. Come up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Nice. I feel that internal fire. Hands down, vinyasa. Should feel that heat building. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Hands down. Vinyasa. Beautiful. And 5 breaths. Again, here you can practice your dolphin. This is our repeated movement we are practicing right now. Keep breathing. If you need to step your feet closer, you can. Step them in. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Arms up. Nice. And hands down, warrior vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward dog. Left side, warrior one. And hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Again, you can go into that dolphin. Keep breathing. And one more breath. Come to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Rise into chair pose. And fold. Last one, up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Arms going up. Feel that back bend. And hands go down. Step back, vinyasa. Upward facing, downward facing. Left side, warrior one. Hands down and step back, vinyasa. Down dog. 5 breaths right here. And if you have any different moves you'd like to practice instead of dolphin, you do the repeated movements to culminate that practice. Keep breathing, keep it moving. Two more breaths. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise into chair pose. And stand all the way on up. Hands heart center. Nice movement. Let's turn to the long side of our mat. You can take your legs the length of the mat. Nice. We're going to take our arms, our hands out to the side, put them on your hips, and we're going to fold. Should stretch that head long. Your hands can stay on your hips so they can come to the ground. Maybe they come behind you. Feel this movement. If you can bring your head all the way down to the ground, go right ahead. If not, just feel yourself into that movement. And come up to center, hands on the hip, and rise all the way on up. Beautiful. This time we're going to take our hands into prayer position behind your back. So you can grab your hands elbow to elbow, or if you'd like to, take your hands like this. The whole hand should be touching. So whatever posture feels good for you. So back into your position. Take your hands how you like and fold. And up halfway. And rise all the way on up. Nice. Release those hands behind you. This time we're going to clasp our hands behind us. So like this. Clasp those hands. So the heels of the hands should be pressed into one another. So in our side position, we are going to fold. Your knees can be bent to help you into this position too. And come up halfway. And all the way on up. Release your hands. Nice. Step to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Release. And we're going to flow through a vinyasa. So arms going up. Fold. Up halfway. And you can do your crow pose or you can do Malasana squats. So Malasana squat, both of the heels are on the ground. or wherever you can go. Squat. Crow pose, elbows, kneecaps up by your armpit. Eyes looking forward. And when you're ready, go ahead and vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And let's come on down to the mat. We're gonna do frog pose. So nice wide position. Show you from the back. Your heels are pointing towards each other, knees are out. Come down on your elbows. And you lean into it or away from it. Whichever way feels comfortable. Frog pose. Go right on into your frog pose. Couple more breaths right here. And when you're ready, just come on out of it. Come on down to the ground. We do happy baby, so you can grab your big toes. Rock side to side. Alternate. Nice. So we're just doing a nice flow this evening. You can grab both your knees right here. We're going to take our right leg long, cross the left leg over the knee, the right side. Left hand goes long, right hand is on top of the knee. Get a nice spinal twist right here. Nice. Release. Let's turn to the other side. Right leg goes over. Nice twist. Left hand is on top of the right knee. And unrelease that side. I'm going to give you time for some additional movements this evening, so you can go ahead and do another vinyasa, roll like a ball, legs up the wall. Do an inversion of your choice. I'm giving you this time to do what feels good for you. And after you've had a couple of minutes to move around, you can go into Shavasana. In tonight's Shavasana, I want you to take the time to really go inward. Thank you for showing up. Your time is important. Your mind is important. Soul and mind body connection is everything we have. The breath is our connection, it is our guide. I'm going to pull a card for you. Your affirmation is I easily adapt and help those dealing with life challenges. I assist people who are in need. I honor and aid children, elders, and those in need. You are a spirit of helpfulness. You are a guardian. You are larger than you think. We never downplay ourselves. And when you're ready, you can roll on to whichever side is comfortable for you. Eyes still closed. And then go ahead and sit on up, eyes closed. We're going to, in that position, take our hands to heart center. Thank you for showing up. If it's in real time, replay, anytime you push play to flow through and meet yourself, you are here. Thank you so much for joining. Hands to our forehead. Ashe. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, good morning. Whatever time you're watching this, thank you. Please subscribe, like, share the stream with everyone, and please join again. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, everyone.